What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of the Celebrity Junk. Trick Daddy has went viral again, this time talking about dating older women. Now, this isn't the first time he's talked about this. Trick Daddy is adamant not to date women his age, and people are quite upset.
I tried dating women my age. That's the hardest shit in the world.
Oh, man.
They stuck in their ways. They wonder why they can't keep a
Now,
man.
now, look, now, you know they gonna get you for this now.
I wouldn't give a damn. Them need to lower their standards and realize that this, unless you want to,
Trick, no.
unless them want to, unless they want a artist, unless they just want a yes man or a paymaster. I'm the sugar daddy with no sugar. Yeah, sweet and low. I'm not doing whatever you don't do, you don't get paid for. Like, stop always complaining. Like, for real. Stuck in their way. I asked you, where you at? You ain't my dad. I'm not your. I hope I'm not your daddy. I want to know where you at in case you get in an accident, in case you get a flat tire. I'm not. See, women want to get treated like this. I can't. I don't like. I'm going to treat you like I treat any kind of way. You want to get treated equal. So you telling me you want to get treated like a nigga. You can never be you can never be me. If a man going to be a man, are you really a woman? Why you don't cook? Why you don't pay more attention to me like you pay attention to your eyelashes? A 50-year-old ain't got no baby here. Why do you wait till you were 45 to get braces? It's shit like that. Like you 45 years old to get braces. And now you got your little daughter, 21, getting her body done. 23, and she 23 years old, and she got a done. You ain't even have a baby yet. That shit gonna drop. You got to get them done again. You understand what I'm saying?
And he's not the first celebrity to say this. Marcus Houston went viral a few years ago for saying the same thing.
I'll sit and talk to women, and women that are my age, and they kind of have a different outlook on life. You know, a lot of women my age are very independent. They are very like, I don't need a man to do this for me because I could do this for myself. And I come from a generation that I'm very, very, love to provide for my wife. I love to provide for my woman. And I'm very in that generation, like the old days, I would never want to be with a woman that felt like, oh, I don't need you, or I don't, what I'm saying, like that. So, and there's a lot of women my age. I've dated women my age, and, they may have baggage, they may have kids, they may have not. It's just there's so many different women that I've dated throughout my life, and this just so happened to be the one that caught my heart.
Now, of course, you got some sisters who disagreed with Trick Daddy.
Who wants a man of Trick Daddy's age that looks like Trick Daddy, who we all are aware has an ongoing health issue, who is not putting up no money? He goes on to say, when the guy asks him, so what do you want? He says he wants a woman he could raise. But then before that, when he talks about how he's like questioning these women, and the woman says, you're not my dad, you're not my daddy, but now you're saying you want women that you can raise. By raise, he means control. And I don't care how many times I have to say it. I don't care how many times I have to have this conversation. If I save one or two young women from getting the youth sucked out of them by these dirty old men, I've done my job.
And then you also have a lot of these brothers out here who feel like black men who date older women are trying to get younger women because they're naive.
Truth is, a lot of dudes who are like 45, 50 years old who refuse to date women their age, they don't do so because they prefer young women and how they look. Because let's be real, it's a lot of 40-something-year-old women that'll give these 20-something-year-old girls a run for their money. But it's because of the mental aspect. Like, as a guy gets older, one who wants to play games, by the way, who's like 40-something, 50 years old, he remembers it being easier to play those games whenever he was like 20. Because women in that age group, they're more on hope than they are experience. But experience is the best teacher. So as he gets older, he's trying to date women his age. They're like, no. I've seen your kind before. Like, I've lived the proof that you're here to waste my time, and I ain't going. So now he gonna go out here talking about how he prefers younger women because older women his age are full of baggage and they're bitter. And that's like, nah, they ain't full of baggage and bitter. They have a BS detector, so they're harder to manipulate. And manipulative men don't like that.
And then you have another guy saying the same thing.
See, y'all have been asking me this question for a bit, so I'm gonna go ahead and cook for y'all real quick. The question of the day is, why are older men only seeking after younger women nowadays? Why are older men only seeking after and trying to date younger women nowadays? They want a doormat. Short and sweet answer, they want a doormat. And a lot of those older men, they try to hide it and disguise it in a way where, man, these younger women, man, they don't come with all of the baggage. They don't come with the trauma. They don't come with all that drama. They're not set in their ways, and they're easier to mold into a doormat. They want to mold a young woman into a doormat, and it's intimidating. It's hard on them to date a woman that's their age range, because the woman that's their age range is tapped into what I call God-ordained woman's intuition.
So what is my interpretation of this? Number one, a lot of women, and I'm starting to see this now, are stuck in their ways. Don't matter what age they are, but typically when you get older, you tend to stay the same, okay? Is it a older woman or a younger woman issue? That's debatable. Let me tell you what I'm talking about. When you're dealing with somebody that's young in the workforce, I mean, think about it right now. Look at the workforce in America. A lot of people in Generation Z, employers are firing them. They don't listen. They don't want to work. They're not paying attention, all right? And I honestly think that a lot of people, when you feel like you're getting a younger woman, that, okay, this is a person that's not stuck in their ways, that you can train that individual. You might be able to have some success, but look at Marcus Houston. He felt like he could train his wife. What happened with her? Maya. Maya is out here. First of all, she was a renegade. She left home, ran away from home. Now she's in the back of cars twerking with Pookies. And he's there, 41, 42 years old, looking a mess. All right? It's not just about the youth. It's about the person, the age. Because you can find somebody that is 22, 23, and if they're going to be for the streets, they're going to be for the streets. You can find somebody that is 28, and that person is going to be a good wife. That person's going to be a good partner. It depends on the person, all right? And also, what a man needs a lot of time is, like I said, if you're a busy person, this is what I figured out. You don't really want to have the time to be training a woman on every little thing that she can do. It gets tired. It gets tiring, all right? It's a pain in the ass. And we all need somebody with a little bit of experience, okay? Now, if it's the stuck in your ways, like you're a woman that's toxic, you're a woman that's a feminist, you're a woman that don't like to listen, that come in all age groups. And that's simply just not gonna work, okay? But might have had an older woman that came from a good perspective, a good family. It's really all a mixed bag. Yes, can you meet people that have a bad sense of life, like because they've been messed up? Absolutely. But I'm not so sold on that anymore, man. I live in a very country that's very young, Uganda. Uganda is an average age of 16. And people are nice here, okay? But there's a lot to be said in life about experience and not having any experience. Inexperience. And inexperience, and I know a man feel like you can teach somebody everything, but it gets draining, okay? People gotta make mistakes when they're young. If somebody got experience and that experience is good, that could be a benefit to a man. It is a plus. When you're dealing with somebody young and say they're stuck in their ways, that's a lot of training and development from a man, okay? And you what you need to do is try to figure out, okay, can I get somebody that come from some good parenting where the parents already have helped her develop in life? Because no man got that kind of time where, like, look at Jay-Z and Beyonce. Yes, Beyonce is younger than Jay-Z, but Beyonce was already ready for a Jay-Z, okay? She was ready. She was bred for a Jay-Z. Bred. Jay-Z ain't dealing with nobody in his late or early 20s. That's a nightmare for Jay-Z right now. You need a woman that can do things. Take care of the house. Give you some advice, you know, take care of the kids. Make you go on a vacation, you know, make you look good in public. A woman got to have experience with those things. You know what I mean? A lot of guys valuing somebody because of their age. That ain't always the truth, brothers. I'm just gonna tell you. Gotta stop looking at somebody. Oh, she's 23, she's 24. You better look at it. Does she come from bad stock? If she come from bad stock, I don't care how good she looks. I don't care how fine she is. It is a fundamental problem. Men gonna have to start getting out of that. I'm telling you, especially as you get older and you get less patient. And we're gonna be honest, as we getting up there, mid 30s, mid 40s and stuff, middle age, you don't have patience for what stuff you had to when you was 20 and 30. You don't. You tired of a lot of stuff. And if you want to be frustrated, again, I get it. It's like a coach. Getting a rookie quarterback is frustrating. Why you think Aaron Rodgers right now can hold out at 42 and decide on what team he's gonna go to? Russell Wilson going to the Giants. All right? These guys, they're old. They may not be what they used to be, but they got experience. They got leadership capabilities. They know how to take teams deep in the playoffs. They know how to do those things. People value experience. You just got to get a woman that's not stuck in the ways that you think are negative. But if you can get somebody with some experience over somebody that don't got experience, give me the experience every time. At my age now. You get tired of going back and forth trying to develop somebody. I got time to develop a business. I don't have time to develop no damn woman like that, for real. I'm sorry, I don't, okay? That's why Rick Ross, he be dealing with chicks half his age. And what he keep doing? He keep getting rid of them because they're gonna make mistakes, a lot. And not to say that older women don't make mistakes, but it's true that they will. Now, on the flip side, these guys acting like older women are just so innocent. Listen, young guys, older guys want younger women because it's a fresh of breath air too, okay? Younger people are usually more positive about life. Younger women are honestly more upbeat because they don't have broken spirits. Not saying that older people don't, but typically younger women don't have those broken experiences in comparison to young people, all right? They're a vibe, and they have the opportunity to change the world, and it makes older guys feel a little bit more better about themselves, okay? And the guys who just dodging older women is not because they want to just necessarily control somebody. It's just a fresh outlook. They're young, okay? They're in the best prime of their life. Younger women are cheaper. We're going to be honest about that. But guys, what do you think about what he said? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. Appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe to the bell. We're out.